Forget everything I have ever told you about insurance and the fact that you need insurance. I know I've said it before, but the truth is, you don't need insurance. Yes, you don't need insurance. I've said it today. I know your agent is telling you you need to buy this policy, you need it, but I tell you for sure, you don't need insurance. My name is Anthony Mugalo, and I talk to people like you on matters to do with investment, insurance, planning a sustainable retirement, and of course, how to build a legacy using trust funds as the best way for estate planning. Yes, and I've said it. And I've said it before that you need to buy this policy. And the truth is, you don't need insurance. As a matter of fact, insurance is not something you need, it is something you want. The only problem is the moment the want metamorphosizes to become a need, it's always going to be too late for you. So this is it. You can do everything you want to do. You can eat, you can sleep, you can travel, you can do all manner of things you want to do without insurance. That makes it a want and not a need. The only problem is the moment you need insurance, it's always going to be too late. This happens a lot. You've had a car, you've been buying comprehensive insurance for far too long, and you've never had an accident. So on this day, you decide, let me save this money and get a third party insurance. And by the way, for that party insurance, I could hook you up from as low as 5,500 for the entire year. So yes, you decide, let me ditch comprehensive insurance, let me get a third party policy to cut on cost, and because I'm a careful driver. At that particular point, if something happens to you that particular year and you're in an accident and your car has been damaged, you will need comprehensive insurance. At that particular very moment, you realize that you actually need a comprehensive insurance policy. But guess what? It has moved from a want to a need, so it's already a little bit too late because no insurance company is going to give you a comprehensive cover when your car has already been affected. Another example, assuming you buy medical insurance or a health cover and you choose not to add the maternity option on it because for obvious reasons you have no plans of getting babies in that particular year, or uh, maybe it was expensive and you thought, let me just save some money here. If by any chance you end up being pregnant or your spouse end up being pregnant that year, you will need that maternity cover. You will need that maternity cover. But guess what? It will still be a little bit too late for you to get it because, according to the law, you cannot take a maternity cover when you're already pregnant. The cover needs to exist a year before pregnancy. So you see, another example, and this one popularly happens in this country and across the world, and it centers around life insurance. We stop people in malls, we stop people in supermarkets, in exhibitions, online. We do a lot of cold call and all that, hoping to have a discussion around life insurance. And in most cases, the answer is always, I'm already overinsured. I already have these things. I already have insurance, and so forth and so forth. In a nutshell, when we are alive, we always feel like life insurance is something we don't need, which is true. You don't need life insurance to live. You want it, but you don't need it. The sad part is the moment you are not there anymore, the moment you are pronounced dead, the moment you have transitioned to the next world, it's always going to be the first thing your loved ones ask whether you had. At that particular point, it stops being a need, so it stops being a want, it moves to be a need. They need that life insurance to have been active before you breathe your last. And guess what? They cannot get it. So technically, insurance is something you don't need. It's something you want. But if in the event it becomes something you need, it's always going to be too late for you to get it. So you probably should think about getting it today. And if not today, probably now. Because if it becomes a need, it's always going to be a little bit too late for you. Thank you.